welcome to my channel, Conversations for Self. This is a place and a space for you to safely heal and get the information needed for yourself on your healing journey. My name is Simona, and I am coming from experience. I have had a lifetime of training to get to this point. I am a licensed minister. Ministry is my calling, first and foremost. But my passion, my built-in passion, is helping others and helping others heal, emotionally heal. I have gone through several traumas, several life-changing events, major life-changing events. There's only one or two that I have not personally gone through, but it was in preparation for this point for me to be here. Yesterday, I posted about emotions and how we have been trained to believe that emotions are a bad thing. Emotions are something that, we should cut off, that we should not acknowledge, address, emote, express. Keep them to ourselves. So emotions, especially, negative ones, hurt, pain, grief, betrayal. We've been taught to hide those away, to push them down, to not acknowledge our emotions. During my healing journey, as I had said in my previous video, I had to learn to acknowledge my emotions and to understand that my emotions were teaching me something important and something valuable. The other portion of me learning my emotions is that in cutting off those emotions, we were also squelching down our God-given ability to be intuitive. And in pushing down those emotions, you're pushing down your intuition. And your intuition is that inner guide, that inner compass, that inner, this isn't right, or go for it, it's right. Your intuition is, God's microphone, to your thoughts, God's microphone to your heart, to your, to your body, your entire being. Your intuition, it tells you a lot. We are, energetic, beings. So that, that little charge of, or that charge of, yeah, yes, this is it. Again, that feeling, that we get, that just seems, just out of nowhere. But of course, again, that's God speaking through you, to let you know that, a situation is or is not for you. So in, squelching down the emotions, the unfortunate byproduct of that is to also squelch down intuition. And so in not following emotions, not finding out where emotions are leading you to, You're also like just canceling out the compass, like your compass, like you are just throwing it by the wayside. And your compass, again, that's God's voice. That intuition is God's voice. And in managing your emotions and learning your emotions, you also have the byproduct of learning your intuition, learning what that compass feels like, what that compass sounds like, so that as you go along and you are fully, more fully healed, there will come a point where you will know when it's self-talk and when you're talking yourself into something or out of something, and when it is actually that intuitive, knowing of yes or no. So emotional healing, and I do say it's very necessary. It is absolutely very necessary, because again, our emotions, again, they are a teacher. It ties into our intuition, and it guides us in a healthy way through life. It guides us into a happier way of living. It guides us into, just interacting with others different. I can say that being emotionally healed has changed my relationship with my children. And even though my oldest one is out on his own, he's not with me, going back to apologize to him for what I didn't know, but being able to acknowledge his emotions and being able to allow him space. But in allowing his emotions, I also am teaching him how to better manage his emotions. And my two younger ones at home, they are better equipped to handle emotional, stress. They are better equipped to handle peers. My teenage daughter, she is beautifully, beautifully, beautifully blooming into a confident young woman, because me being able to control my emotions and being able to show her how to control her emotions, and being able to show her how to use her emotions effectively and in a productive way. It's helping her to interact with her peers. It's helping her to be more confident. It's helping her to, to be, this powerful young lady who I am very proud of. So getting your emotions in check, is completely beneficial to not just you, but to your children, and not just your children, the people around you. I was, of course, having conflict with people previously in my life, who were previously in my life. But as I brought my emotions into check, and as I, you know, subdued myself, and as I listened to my emotions, listened to my intuition, those relationships have all, softened. The way that I interact with people in public, is better. The way that I interact with people, when I was working, it affects everything. It affects everything. And the more you practice, the more people around you practice, the more you draw that in. And then not only that, but as you become more happy and content, you draw more happy and content people to you. because your vibe changes, your energy changes. So you gradually align more with people who are you know on your level, and not just on your level, but your taste and people changes. Your taste in the type of people you want around you, your taste in the type of relationships you seek out, like all of that changes, and it shifts as you shift. Again, it's not a quick fix. It is a gradual change. It is something that just needs to be practiced. It's like learning how to walk, learning how to ride a bicycle, learning how to drive, learning how to cook. We don't come out day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It takes months, sometimes years. But it takes consistent practice, consistent daily practice to get to the point of emotional healing, security, happiness. Because again, we are learning new techniques and unlearning the techniques that don't work, that do not work. So again, it is self-mastery. It is you do the work. You have these conversations for self. You reparent yourself, if necessary, to go that far back. And you become your best advocate. Again, I can show you the tools. My apologies. I somehow lost the ending to the video, and here I am recording the ending, re-recording the ending. Again, I can give you the tools, but I cannot work the tools for you. Healing is most definitely a self mastery. It is a thing that you do yourself. Self healing, self esteem, self love is self. It is all in you, and this is work that you have to do. It's not anything that anyone can do for you, and it is something that you do. You will have to put in the work. Is not an easy, it's not going to be a quick fix. It's not going to be, it's not necessarily going to be easy, because again, you do have to do the inner work. You do have to do the shadow work, and that's only your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences, your truth about your life. So again, we can help you. We can help you. Myself, there are others that, if you don't, vibe with with my message and how I deliver it, again, you can listen, but until you do, it's not going to be beneficial to you. So again, as I always say, in closing, for the second time on this segment, healing is very necessary. Self-love is very necessary to be happy, whole, just successful, enjoy life. Healing and self-love are very necessary.